Hey, happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Q&A with the Hombre. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope it was filled with lots of great agave spirits too. Sound off right now. Let me know what you guys are sipping on right now. I'd love to hear what good tequilas you're sipping on and answer your questions. So, hey, Jay, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you had a great weekend too. I did have a good weekend. Very busy, kept me out of trouble. And of course involved some tequila as well. Hey Fred, what's up? Welcome. Glad you could make it. What are you sipping on today, guys? I am sipping on some Denada Reposado from 1414. Very good Reposado. Good brand. I was very impressed with it. If you saw the review that I did, it's good stuff. I really enjoy it. So I've been really enjoying both the Blanco and the Reposado. They only have Blanco and Reposado from them right now. It's really good. Glover is sipping on some Tequila Ocho, which is great. The Añejo, awesome. Hey Luis, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Fred's got some Yenta Reposado, which is, I'm going to review that. I haven't opened it up yet. I do have one, and I will do a review of it really soon here, which can't wait to tell you guys my thoughts and stuff and have you check it out. I've got all kinds of reviews I still need to do. Not sipping on anything right now, Coco, but you're living vicariously through me. Okay, I'll allow you to do that. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine if no one is, if you're not sipping on anything right now, just want to hear what everybody else is sipping on. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. I love this Reposado. It's really good. All right. So some things. I'm working on a really interesting Blanco buy for the Tequila Barrel Collective, you guys. I can't wait to tell you about it. I can't really go into details on it right now, but I'll be doing a review of the tequila soon, and then finalizing the details on it. The brand contacted me and they sent me a bottle, and I'm really looking forward to tasting it. I know the distillery well. I know the people that run it well. So this should be a really good buy for the collective. And for those of you that aren't part of the collective, make sure you go to tequilabarrelcollective.com and sign up for the email list so you can know what special buys that I'm arranging and stuff. And this one's going to be a good one. It's going to be really good. Sorry about the cough. All right, Cliff sipping on some Casa Noble Reposado single barrel tonight. Very good. Hope you're enjoying that, Cliff. Hey, Al, how are you? Hola, ¿cómo está? Hope you're having a great day. Hope your day was, for those of you on the East Coast, it's already, 7:04 right now. So hope your day was good and you're having a nice evening right now. All right. So, some other things, I've gotten a lot of, response to the 818 tequila review that I did, and which is good. A lot of people agree with me. Some don't. I've been accused of some things from some, Kendall Jenner fans, which is fine. I have no problem with answering their questions and their concerns. So it's been really interesting that video is actually doing quite well. So I'm pleased that that's the case. Hey, that's email update was no joke. I know it was. I wanted to let you guys know the reason why I included that whole conversation on the email update was because I wanted you guys to know what kind of stuff I go through when I'm trying to put these buys together, dealing with some of the distributors and stuff. I ended up having a phone call with the Sazerac rep, and we kind of got things ironed out a little bit. And I kind of expressed to him what my expectations are and the kind of things that we do, and we kind of ironed things out a little bit. So I was told, for those of you that are waiting for the Raysol 10-year, that day that I sent that email list out, it went up to several people, and it was ordered by the distributor, and it was getting ready to be shipped out. So it should be on the road now, but I'm supposed to get an update because once it gets on the truck, they'll know the date it's supposed to land here in California. So I'm supposed to get an update on that. But yeah, that was a rough day with me battling with them on that. But I think we got things squared away. And he's a newer rep. He's only been running the state for just under a year. So he didn't know about the scenario, and I guess didn't know how to deal with people very well. But we got that all squared away. Hola, Ron. How are you? Hope you're having a great Monday. Welcome to the Q&A. We always get lots of good questions from all you guys, so I'm excited to see what kind of questions you have today, what kind of things we're going to talk about. Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure. I'm always happy to do stuff like this for you guys, and get these things set up. And you know, it does take a lot of work. So, you know, bear with me when I get updates. I'll let you guys know. I try to keep the, we get 700 people in the group, and so I try to keep the updates going so I don't have you guys messaging me asking me what's happening. So as soon as I get an update, I will let you know. And if you don't hear anything from me, it's because I haven't got any updates, and I'm constantly, as you saw from the emails, I'm constantly going, hey, any update on what's going on? I'm constantly bugging them. And as soon as I get an update, I try to keep it as transparent as possible, and I let all you guys know what's happening with that. So that's I always try to stay on top of it. I do have this Blanco buy that we're going to do. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. I'm going to do the review for the Blanco probably tomorrow. I'll get it out and get you guys some information on it. It should be really interesting. I think a lot of the members are going to be excited about it, and it's going to be one of these ones that's not, in the $100 price range, because I've had quite a few people that are like, can we do ones that aren't $100 or more, that are more budget friendly? So this one would be more budget friendly, but it's not going to be cheap because it's small batch stuff and it's special stuff. And whenever you do small batch special stuff, it's never going to be cheap, because you have to understand, not only are they paying for expensive agave right now to make it, they also have to pay to transport it. And when they're paying to load it on a truck to get it to the border, across the border, pay the taxes on it, get it to a distributor, but first it has to go to a holding facility where it's warehoused, and then the distributor picks it up from there, brings it down to so there's a lot of stuff that's involved. And when you're doing small batches and you don't have a lot of bottles, it gets more expensive because you can't spread the cost out amongst, a lot of bottles. It has to be spread out among a small amount of product. So it makes it more expensive that way. And that's the reason why a lot of these small batch and exclusive stuff that we do is a little more expensive than, the stuff that's widely produced that you can find everywhere. Because when they bring a shipment in, they can bring a pallet with, 120 cases on it, and they can spread the cost over that, where a lot of these buys that I'm doing are like half of that or maybe less. So it makes it more expensive, because when they try to spread the cost off, among the entire batch, there's not as many cases and not as many bottles to do that with. All right, so Cliff's Ferment Still ever do something like a Blanco tasting group of bottles for a few dollars off? Individual price, maybe 3 or 4 bottles of different product. I mean, I could put something like that together. That's a possibility. I can do like a tasting, a pairing group or whatever, and offer that as a special pricing package thing. If you guys want me to, I could look into doing that and seeing what it would be like to set that up. I was at the playground with my son and serendipitously met the brand owner of Triana and Cruz de Fuego Mezcal. Have you tried those? I have tried the Trianon, and it's okay. It's not bad. It's not, something that I rant and rave about and would tell people to go out and buy it, but it's okay. Tepozan, I have the whole line of that. I'm going to do the review. So as soon as I get the review up, you'll know my thoughts. I haven't tasted it yet, so I don't know. But I do have, actually, what do I have? I have the Blanco, I think, and I have the Añejo of Tepozan. I haven't opened it up yet. I've been so busy because I've been getting inundated with brands to review from all the different brands that are coming through. So I've got to get a lot of the stuff done that people sent me stuff, and get those out of the way, because I did, when they send them, I do tell them that I'll review them. So I have to take care of the people that send me the brands and the bottles to do. So I've got some of those I need to do first. Denata was one of them where they sent me the bottles, and the owner is actually Adam, is actually enjoys the channel and loves my reviews, and so he wanted to, when he got it produced, I actually was talking to him before it was produced while they were in the process of developing it, and he was telling me that as soon as they're finished with it, he was going to send me a bottle. Sure enough, he did. And I was glad I was able to tell you guys about it, because I talked to Sergio Cruz about it too. And he was telling me it's really good, and they did some really good stuff with it. And it did not disappoint. So for those of you that have been thinking about Denata or heard about it and was wondering if it's good, it is a good tequila. I definitely recommend it. It's got a beautiful flavor profile. Everything from 1414 has been very good. The only thing from 1414 that I really haven't liked was Honor. And that's, I think, it's just my flavor profile for that. I just didn't like it. It wasn't something that I found appealing to me, but everything else from 1414 has been really good. Cliff says, have any tequila brands gotten better or worse lately? Any we may have liked in the past, but should stay away from now. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you find something that you think has gotten worse, let me know, and I can see about getting a bottle to taste against the ones I have. But right now, I've got so many bottles right now that I haven't had time to go through the ones that I have to get new ones to say, okay, well, these are not as good as the previous bottles. But, they do change from batch to batch too. But I haven't found anything where the quality's gone down. And normally, when I do check that, it's when there's an ownership or a change of distillery. I'll try to taste them to see if they've kept the quality and stuff consistent to previous batches. Any thoughts on landed in Mexico is basura. I mean, that's the easiest way to say it. I tried it. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. So that's a leave on the shelf for me. Don't mess with that one. I wasn't a fan of that one at all. What's the word? JB Winston, what's the word on Tao tequila? Well, from what I understand, it's on its way here. So I haven't heard that it's landed here yet. I've heard it's on its way here for several months. But as soon as it lands, I hope I hear about it, and I'll try to get some bottles to do a review and tell everybody about it, what I think. And if it's good, we'll put it up on Ferment and Still, and get it so we can stock it there, and then so I can put it up and let everybody get it there if they want. But right now, all I hear is it's coming. But it's not. I haven't heard that it's landed here, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the latest is on it. From what I hear, it's coming, but it's been coming for the last 5 or 6 months. I don't know if COVID had something to do with its delay or what, but that's also from 1414, and Sergio told me that one's really good as well. So I'm looking forward to getting some bottles and doing a review of that and seeing what I think. So that is it. That's all I know for right now on Tao. That's the latest word that I have. All right. So what do you guys want to talk about today? What kind of interesting subjects are we gonna talk on? I do. Don't forget that if you want to make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you press the notification bell if you haven't already done so, because August I will be going to Mexico and I will be doing some live feeds from there with the master distillers. We've got a huge all-star lineup set up of all the people that I'm going to see and spend time with. It's going to be amazing, and you guys don't want to miss that. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and you click that notification bell. And for those of you that want to support the channel and support all that I do, I appreciate that. You can do so by clicking the $ below on the chat, and then you can do either super chat or super sticker. And when you do that, it'll ask you how much money you want to do. And whatever money you do is greatly appreciated. And that goes to help support the channel And also you get priority with your questions and your comments when you do that. And it also stays up longer on the chat screen on YouTube. So more and more people can see the question you asked or the comment you made, and it can stay there longer. All right, so JP wants to let me give you a heads up on Tao is my #1 Blanco, and I've drank some of the best behind you. I'm excited for y'all to try. Okay, there you go. It's one of the best he's ever had. So that's JP's thoughts. So I can't wait to try it and see. All right, thanks for the super chat, Ron. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you supporting the channel and supporting the content that I provide. I'm really excited and happy that you guys love it so much and support me. So thank you for the super chat, Ron. I appreciate it. Are there flavor differences between some brands' higher proof and regular strength tequilas, or is it just a stronger alcohol flavor? There's some flavor differences. Grab a bottle of G408 proof and grab a bottle of G4 Blanco and try them side by side, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's flavor differences in it. When you dilute it down, you lose some of the wonderful agave and flavors that develop during fermentation. Okay, Todd Gilbert says, I can't thank you enough for the review and recommendation. Cascana Single Barrel XA. So excited about it. It's good, right? I know, it is so good. And when I first tried it, I mean, I try to tell people when I first tried that, the first thing I did was I called the CEO of the company. He sent me the bottles and said, let me know what you think about this. And the first thing I did after I tasted that XA is I said to him, I called him up and he's like, yeah, hey Mark. I go, yeah, I just tried your XA. He goes, really? What do you think? And I said, are you kidding me? And he goes, what? And I go, are you kidding me? And he goes, no. He goes, dude, this is like, and I told him, this is the best American Oak Extra Añejo I have ever had. And I had a lot of them. This is the best. And he's like, really? You think so? He goes, yeah. He goes, well, that's what a lot of people are saying. It's one of the best that they've ever had. And I was happy that we were able to offer it through the collective. We still have bottles left. So for those of you that want to pick up a bottle, email me, let me know. You can email me at Mark at the Tequila Hombre or at Mark at the Tequila Barrel or Tequila Barrel Collective at gmail.com. And let me know, and I can send you the link so you can still get some. We still have some bottles. So, but that is my favorite XA still to this date, American Oak XA. I haven't found anything that comes anywhere near as good as that. Yeah, try the two together. You'll see the differences. The 108's like, whew, it is next level good as far as high proof Blancos go. Yeah, with higher proof like G4 108 proof, it almost tastes sweeter. So good with respect to it's a lot better. And there's a lot more nuance, a lot more complexity to it and the higher proof. And that's one of the reasons why I typically go more for the higher proof Blancos. Like, for example, Fortaleza, the only Fortaleza expression that I drink more, that I have bought several bottles of, is the still strength. That's basically the only one I really buy on a continuous basis because I really like the higher proof Blanco that Fortaleza does. And the same with the Criollo, the Calle 23 Criollo is fantastic, higher proof extra Añejo. There's a bunch. So yeah, there's definitely flavor differences, and I recommend if you want complexity and a lot of depth to the flavor profile, go towards the higher proofs from some of these brands and try them, and you'll see what I mean. Hey, Shaman, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. This afternoon, Mark was in the local liquor store this past weekend and found some Yayo tequila, excellent Blanco, great. Oh, great. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Yayo's great. And we're actually running a special with them right now, Ferment and Still. John Bollinger messaged me and he goes, hey, I want to run a special with Ferment and Still. You guys want to do this with me? I said, sure. So he created a banner for us, and we're doing, if you buy 2 bottles, you get $10 off. So $5 off a bottle. So that's not a bad deal on Ferment and Still. So if you haven't tried Yayo and you want to get it, you can check out fermentandstill.com. I'll put the here we go, Ferment and Still. And we've got it there. We have the special. You use the code. If I remember right, the code I think is summer. With summer, you'll get $5 off a bottle. And we have a really good price on it anyways. So it's even better now with the code if you buy 2 bottles. So, but John's a really nice guy. I'm going to see him when I'm in Mexico. We're going to try to make it so he's there when I'm there, and we're gonna try to get together and hang out and talk a little bit. But yeah, Yayo's a really nice Blanco. I enjoy it a lot. There's a lot of really good Blancos out there, and there should be some more that I'm going to be able to tell you guys about, which I'm excited about, but I can't go into details on it right now. But you'll see the review coming up. It is a Blanco, so I want to taste it. I haven't tasted it yet and see what it's all about first before I get into details. But they also want to work out an exclusive limited edition batch buy thing with the collective. And I'll let you guys know about that too once I get details on it. But I'll get the review done first because I want to make sure it's something that I would enjoy and that I think the collective would enjoy as a whole before I commit to doing a buy with it. Because, you know, I try to tell you guys the way I work things out with Ferment and Still and with the collective and stuff is I would never offer anything that I personally wouldn't enjoy and buy lots of. And every time I do a collective buy, I buy a case or sometimes more of whatever it is that we buy. And I want to test everything and make sure it's something that I would recommend and stand behind before I put it up on Ferment and Still or before I offer it to the collective. So I need to taste this and make sure it's good. And it's a good quality. And I think everybody would enjoy it before I get into details about what it's all about and what we're going to do with it. And I need to get details from the brand owner too on what he wants to offer and what kind of things we can work out on it. But I'm trying to put together some really good buys here to finish up the year here. So we have some really good stuff coming in for the collective that I think would be really nice. The Vago buy, it's been shipped and it's on its way. So the Vago one should be happening in the next couple of weeks. And that one was really good. And if you guys, I mean, seriously, if you're looking for a mezcal that's got a really nice flavor profile to the point where it's not super smoky and it's not going to turn you off and stuff, this Vago buy might be the one that triggers you into liking mezcal. It was so good. When they sent me the sample and I did the sample tasting on Happy Hour with Dylan, it was so good. I was so impressed. And it when all the flavors come together on it, from the agave and everything else, it had a bubble gum, like an old bazooka bubble gum-esque kind of flavor to it, which I thought was really interesting. I thought it was really interesting. So I can't wait for you guys to try it and see what I mean and see if, you know, this type of mezcal might be the one that you enjoy. And also, I think I talked to you guys about, or I sent out an email about another exclusive batch buy for mezcal. And I did find out they have a batch of Habali that we can look at. So if you guys like Habali, you know, you might want to email me and let me know you'd be interested in that. And I'll see about putting another exclusive batch together with a mezcalero, a really respected mezcalero, on a small batch of Habali. All right. So what is this? Mark, what tequila, regardless of price, made you say wow lately? The Cascanas Extra Añejo, 100 proof, single barrel. That one made me say wow. De Nada, Reposado, and the Blanco, when I tasted it, I said wow. That was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I gave before agave, so they're very good, and I recommend it. So those are the ones I recommend right now. Any advice on actually drinking my tequila collection? It's so hard for me to open rare ones. I just love looking at them, knowing I have them, and am I crazy? Well, not crazy. Maybe a little possessive. You buy it to enjoy it, right? So why not enjoy it? Collecting bottles, the only reason why people collect bottles is to resell it. So if you're not planning on reselling it, drink it, enjoy it. You know, get your money's worth of enjoyment and experiences out of it. I mean, that's why you buy it, to drink it and enjoy it. So open it up and drink it. I don't have any bottles up here that, well, I may have one bottle that I haven't opened that I'm saving just for a special occasion, just because it's going to be a really special tequila. And so I'm saving it for a special occasion, and then I'll open it up for a celebration. Like maybe when my daughter graduates high school, I'll open it up. Awesome channel. Bought G4 Tequila Blanco and Fortaleza Añejo based on your Rex. Damn, I'm hooked. Oh, thank you, Mega Prime. I'm glad that the recommendations I have are helping you, and I'm glad that you were able to find G4 and Fortaleza from my reviews, and that you enjoyed them. I'm really excited that's happened, and I'm happy that the channel is helping you. Welcome to the Tequila Hombre family, and I hope you can stick around. If you have questions, feel free to ask. That's what these Q&As are for. I'm always here to answer your guys' questions. Cliff says, is my lovely but uneducated wife bought salsa for margaritas recently. Any tequila police comments for her? Sure.
Cliff's wife, this is the tequila police. You have been warned. You shall not buy salsa anymore. If you do, we will come and get you, and you will be punished severely.
So there you go. Tequila police say stay away from salsa. There you go, Cliff. You got the tequila police. Did you say a week ago that Sangre lineup was going to have a price increase soon? Yes, it's already been had a price increase. And then once we go through the old bottles, the new bottles are like $45 for the Blanco, $60 for the Repo, and like $80 for the Añejo. So grab the old bottles while we still have them, because that's some really good juice from some older agave, which was when agave was good, and you can't beat it for the price. But we've already had a little bit of a price increase on it because we're working on newer stock, which costs more. So, but once we're through this stock, you'll see a big price increase, like almost double on the new, and it's the new fancier bottles that with the triple distilled stuff in it, and it's not going to be nearly as good as this stuff that we do. And they're calling it ultra premium, which I think the Sangre that we have is really, really freaking good for the price. So I call it ultra premium in my own opinion. So, but yeah, you'll see it in so if you haven't picked up the Sangre make sure you get it and stock up on it before it goes up in price. Any word on Tapatio? Excellent. Yeah, we're waiting for it to get in stock here in California. It's out of stock. The distributors don't have it, but as soon as they have it, they're supposed to notify us, and we're going to buy cases and stuff on it so we can stock it. But right now they don't have it at the distributor. So once they get it distributors, then we'll put it up and you'll know. All right, you good? Yeah, play that for her. Let her know.
Salsa is a no. Do not buy Salsa, Cazadores, Cuervo, or any of that other garbage tequila. This is your last warning.
All right, there you go. What about Nuda? It's naked. It has really neat bottles with naked women on it. I haven't tried it yet. I've got the extra Añejo, I think, on the shelf, and I think I have a Blanco here too. When I get to doing the reviews, I'll do a review and I'll let you know. I haven't tasted it yet, so it's still sitting on my shelf. But the bottles are pretty cool. My wife thought they were disgusting, but it's kind of out of an Evie kind of a picture on it with a naked woman, but she's not. It's that picture, but like a etching in the bottle. It's a pretty bottle, but I'll see about the juice. I'll get to reviewing it. I've got to crank out a bunch of reviews. I've been inundated with a bunch of stuff, so I'll get to it eventually. Tequila Police out here in Guadalajara and saw Sangre came out with a Cristalino. I guess they do have a Cristalino, and they sent me the Cristalino and they sent me the triple distilled stuff. I haven't tasted it yet, but it's when we got the let me see if you can see it from here. Where is it? I moved the shelf. It's back here, but I bought 2 cases of the Añejo for myself when we were able to set up the whole buy, and then I've got several of the Blancos and Repos too that I'm keeping in my stash here, so I can have it when the price goes up and it's no longer available. And maybe hopefully they'll still have some older bottles in Mexico. When I go there, I can grab some. But if get them on ferment and still, if you're here in the US and you want to try it and you want to get it for a good price, that's the place to do it. All right, so Mega Prime Supreme has a question. Does Dwayne The Rock Johnson Tequila Terramana Blanco have additives, or is it made natural way? For what I understand, it's supposedly made the natural way. Did you watch my review on Terramana? Okay, and then let me know what you think. So watch my review on. I did a review on it. It's on the channel. Watch the review, and then after you watch the review, let me know what you think. Comment on there and let me know what you think. I'd be interested to see. I think normally when they do additives, they make it taste better. It tastes good, but it's just sweet. And the Terramana review, it wasn't good. The aftertaste was nasty. It wasn't good. So if they're using additives, they're using the wrong kind of additives, because for me it was almost like tasted like it was bad. I can't wait for the day the tequila police wreck Sweet One. Well, we already wrecked them on the review. I got all kinds of great emails and stuff. I think some of them might even have been from Kendall Jenner's people or whatever. With their thoughts on my review of their tequila, but they couldn't say that they didn't do any of the stuff that I said they did. So that was interesting. Yeah, let me know. I'd be interested when you check out the review. Watch, and all my reviews that I do, I always try to be unbiased and honest, but I also don't believe in trashing brands. And even, with the Kendall Jenner's brand, I didn't trash it during the review. I didn't do that for Terramana either. And I tried to be really nice, but watch my facial expressions, okay? That's what a lot of people comment on. They can see it in my face, my true feelings on that tequila. So when you watch it, watch my face, and it'll tell you a lot about what I'm experiencing. You tried Terramana because it's The Rock's product. Wish I had seen the review first. Yeah, it's not good tequila. Yeah, it is. It's not. But people like it. People like different things. It's like, people like eating trash. And if that's what they like, and they think it tastes good, then great. All the best to them. It's not up to us to ridicule anybody for that. And I don't believe in doing that. If they like it and they want to drink it, then great. That's why I said too in the Kendall Jenner video, I said, look, if you like sweet tequila that's not really taste like tequila, it's not what tequila tastes like, but if you want an alcohol that's super sweet and chocolate and vanilla, then stuff would be perfect for you. But if you're somebody that wants to know what tequila tastes like and enjoy the spirit for what it is, this is not one that's reflective of what a good, naturally made, good quality tequila tastes like. I was curious before, but yeah, watch my review. Seriously, just watch my review. You'll see what I mean. Anyone new on here, Mark? Is it real as it gets? Well, thank you, JP. Very rare today. Yeah. Well, thanks. I appreciate you having my back, JP. I try to keep things real. I try to keep things transparent. I try to let people know what I'm doing, what I'm going through, and everything. I don't rip people off. I don't force people when they do reviews to pay me for a good review or anything like that. I say, if you want to send me a bottle, that'll expedite a review, and I will give you my honest opinion. And some people don't send stuff because they know it probably isn't going to hold up to my critique, where I'd say it was good, when they look at all the reviews that I have and which ones I say I'm good and which ones I say are bad. But I do get some bad stuff. And the what is it, Pura Vida that I did wasn't good at all. But I'm nice about it, and I told them it wasn't good, and after that I never heard back from them. So I guess I didn't tell them what they thought I was gonna tell them, and that happens. But it wasn't a good tequila. I ended up aging it, and it with some oak Dominoes, and it actually was good once it's aged. Took some of the nasty flavors and stuff out of it, which aging does that. It's a good way to hide things. There's so many good tequilas. I appreciate you putting in honest reviews. Saves money and protects your drains. Exactly. you don't have to dump good tequila down the drain. And Cliff, I'm all about protecting your drains. That's what I'm here for. All right, Mega Prime, thank you. Super. Well, I'm glad it's helpful. And if you have any questions, like I always tell everybody, and anybody here that's here asking questions and stuff, will let you know. You have a question, you send me a message or something through Instagram or through Facebook. I always respond, and I'm always happy to help you. You're not bothering me. This is a passion project for me. It's something I love and I'm passionate about. And if I have the knowledge that was shared with me from one of the producers or somebody, and I know, I'm more than happy to give you the answer and to help you in any way I can. Okay. So, don't be afraid to ask any questions or anything. Yes. Everyone's palates are different. Everyone enjoys different things, Jay. Exactly. There's some things that I like that some people don't. And there's things that I don't like that some people like. So yeah, they're all different. So don't be afraid. Even if, I try to describe the taste and the flavors and what I'm going through. And I even say to you, if that sounds like something you would enjoy, then this would be a good choice for you, but it's not something that I enjoy. So it's not something I'm going to recommend or put on the shelf, which is true. I mean, there's some tequilas that people like Clase Azul. I can't stand it. I take a sip of it and I'm like, oh, this is gross. But some people love it. They love it. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I started out with the sweeter, sugary stuff when I first did it, until I realized it and learned what really good tequila tastes like that's produced right. And then I fell in love with that spirit. And now my palate is set to the point where, I can drink really good reposado like the Nada here and enjoy it for what it offers. But you put something that's adulterated like that 818, I can't take it. It's like, okay, this isn't good. My wife, I gave my bottle to my wife. She loves it. She loves the sweetened stuff. And, with additives. Now, you notice whenever anybody comments on the sweetened stuff like Clase Azul or whatever they say, it is so smooth. Okay. And the additives that they use primarily in tequila are called smoothing additives. So that's what they're referred to as, smoothing additives. And there's 4 smoothing additives that you can use for 4 groups. There's your agave nectar, there's glycerin, there's a simple syrup, and I'm trying to remember what the last one was. I don't know off the top of my head. I can't remember. I have to look. But there's 4 smoothing additives that you can use. I think it's oak extract. I think it's oak extract. And so what you can do is they can use up to 1% of each of them. So if they decide to pull the full gauntlet on you, it can, instead of being 100% agave, it can actually be 96% agave, but they still call it 100% agave. And the reason why they call them smoothing additives is because when they add those to the tequila, it makes it easier to drink. It makes it so it goes down easier. It alters the flavor profile, so it's more sweet and more palatable for some people. And so whenever somebody says, "Oh, it's like the smoothest tequila," like Cincoro, a guy posts a picture of Cincoro and says, "It's the smoothest tequila I ever had." Yeah, because it's got 4% of its additives, so it's going to make it easier to drink, and it's got smoothing additives in it, and so that's why. And it's super sweet, but it's not what natural, well-made tequila tastes like. It's not what tequila is supposed to taste like. It's like taking vodka and filling it with chocolate and handing it to somebody and going, "Here, this is what vodka tastes like." And they're like, "Ooh, that's really chocolate. I didn't know vodka was chocolate flavored and stuff." Well, it's not, but we put chocolate additives in it to make it taste like chocolate so you would enjoy it. It's the same type of thing, or handing somebody a chocolate milk and saying, "This is what milk tastes like." And they're like, "Damn, this is great milk." But then they grab a bottle of regular milk and they go, "Well, I had milk and it was really good." And they taste it and they go, "Well, this isn't what I was drinking before." It's because they had chocolate to it to make it taste really good for them under chocolate milk, but it wasn't what real milk tastes like. So I hope that kind of makes sense. Smoothing additives really makes it easier to drink, and not all tequila is going to be smooth. And there's nothing wrong with that because, tequila, the agave is in the ground for 8 years and it's gone through storms. It's gone through winter. It's gone through dry seasons. it's gone through a lot in its 8 years. And so it's not going to be, nothing about it is going to be smooth. So it's okay to have a little bit of a burn to it. Sometimes that burn is what really carries the flavor through on the flavor profile and extends it, through the finish. And it gives it personality and it enhances the experience. So, to judge things on smoothness is just wrong. And the tequila police do not like it when people use the word smooth. So
you just used the word smooth. Do not use the word smooth.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. They don't like the word smooth. The only guy that likes the word smooth is the one that loves Resal.
Did someone say smooth? Oh yeah, I love smooth jazz. Oh yeah, and Resal, when you dress Resal, it makes me want to sing. Oh yeah.
So there, that's smooth right there. Smooth Joe. I call him Smooth Joe. All right. Let's get back to your questions now that I finished my tantrum. Is that what you call that, a tantrum? All right, what is this? I'm from Mark from Florida. Hey, Orlando, welcome. Cliff says he's from Orlando, Port Charlotte. There you go. You guys are having a Florida conversation. Hey, what's your opinion of Siete Leguas de Antaña? I think it's overpriced for what you get. It's not bad, but if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'd rather get the single barrel from Siete Leguas. That is exceptional. I prefer the single barrel over the de Antaño, so that's my personal opinion. But it's expensive, and I don't think it's worth it for the price. Some people like microwave TV dinners, and some like cooked meals made from. There you go. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Some people like a McDonald's burger, and some people will spend a couple extra bucks and get something like In-N-Out or Carl's Jr. Yeah, it's just a matter of preferences. All right, you're still talking about Florida. All right, so Cliff wants to know, he says, there's a bug in his Casa Nova. Should I fish it out or drink it? Drink the bug. Extra protein. It ain't going to hurt you. It's been sterilized. Don't let the bug take any drops of your Casa Nova. Because otherwise you fish it out, you're losing like some precious drops. So now that simultaneous is no longer budget, what takes your place? Who says it's not budget? It's still budget. It's still budget. It's still my budget brand. Orlando great to the Floridians. Okay, this Florida guy. All right, let's see what we got here. Latino Batman says he tried G4 Blanco last night based on my recommendation. Absolutely loved it. I'm glad you enjoyed G4 Blanco. Boy, G4 is a great. The whole line's great. I like the Blanco, the Repo, the Añejo, the Extra Añejo, the 55-month, the 5-year, and the 108 proof Blanco. I love them all. Everything Felipe does is great. I haven't had anything out of El Pendillo that I didn't like. I have ones that I like more than others, but everything that El Pendillo makes is really good. So I'm glad you liked G4. Check out some of the other tequilas I reviewed too, and grow your palate and try and expand the brands. And you'll find there's some really good ones out there that a lot of people didn't know about that you'll be able to experience and enjoy. So I'm glad that you found that in it and you liked it. Mark, why can I not find Espinita tequila in restaurants? I don't know. I personally don't know. Maybe because they're not marketing it to restaurants. There's, to get into restaurants, you gotta market to them. So you have to have the distributor, market to them, and it's got to be, presented to them. And normally what happens when they market to restaurants, normally what happens is the brand sends ambassadors out who are typically like bartenders, and they do drinks with them. And so the bartenders, what kind of drinks they can make with the tequila and stuff. And if they like the drinks and they like what they're telling them, they'll order some cases of it to carry in the restaurants. But if they don't have ambassadors doing that and marketing it, it's not going to make it into the restaurant. So that's probably why. They're a small brand. They don't have a huge marketing budget. And so they probably don't have an ambassador out pushing it and trying to get it into restaurants. Okay, so what is this? That's why I take your recommendation. Our palates are okay. There you go. Yeah, Jay and I, our palates are synced and I try to keep it so it's, you know, I'm keeping the flavor descriptions and stuff up where people would recognize what I'm talking about and not get into some of the descriptors where you're going like, what? Like this guy, I've seen reviews where they're like, oh, it tastes like dogwood bark and wet forest and wet concrete. And it's like, okay, well, when was the last time I chewed the bark off a dogwood tree and tried it? When was the last time I licked my driveway, which was never? And when was the last time I went out to a forest and ate the damp forest floor to see what it tastes like? None, never. So I try to keep it so they're relatable flavors, so people can say, yeah, okay, it does taste like vanilla, or no, it doesn't taste like, or yeah, it tastes like cinnamon and bake, you know, so people can understand. Yeah, Classes was hands down industry leading, one of the world's best additives. Yeah, that's it. It's lots of additives in that. People didn't know that at first. Mexico winter, people from up north don't understand. We do have seasons. Okay, there you go. Cliff is still talking about Florida. All right, so in circa 1989, I tasted Jose Cuervo Especial Tequila. I hated it and vowed never again. 2 weeks ago, I tasted Herradura Añejo Tequila. Wow, I sense that it's just a ho-hum tequila. Is it Herradura? Yeah. Herradura used to be really good when before they were bought by Brown Forman. It was a good brand, and their tequila was really good. But once they got the diffuser and then the Brown Forman took over, their quality has gone downhill a lot. It's not nearly as good as it used to be. So I'm not a big fan of Herradura right now. Anything they produce, I pretty much don't have. You won't find Herradura on my shelf here. So I bought a bottle of the Añejo, and it was like okay, this is not as good as it used to be, and I just don't buy it anymore. So I'm not a fan. So, but if you like it, it's great. Enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that. But as far as where they are, as far as I'm concerned, ever since Brown Forman bought them and they got the diffuser and stuff, for me, the flavor profile has just gone downhill. I just don't like it. Okay, you guys are still talking about Florida, I think. All right, what is it? El Tesoro tastes better than G4 to me, but both are good. So there you go. Everyone has a different opinion, which is fine. If you like El Tesoro better than G4, then great. Nothing wrong with that. Cigar pairing for Cascanas XA. What would be your choice? I enjoy a Hoya de Monterrey Excalibur with that. I've tried that, and that was really good. Also, what was the other one I had? Romeo and Juliet Capulet was fantastic with it as well. Both of them are Connecticut shade wrappers, because I think they're medium bodied, which I think just suits that tequila perfectly. The Diablito, I think, though, works better with a more medium to full-bodied cigar with that one. And David Ravandi, I don't know, did he talk? He might have talked about it in our Happy Hour with the Hombre that I did with him, where he actually designed the flavor profile for a Cuban cigar, Ramon Ayaz, I think the name of it is. But he sent me a couple to pair together, and it worked great with that. So, and that one's more of a full-bodied Cuban cigar. So, but it's also it's a natural wrapper, but it's medium bodied. But it was really good. So I think a more fuller bodied cigar with the Diablito works good. But with this with the Cascanas XA, I typically go for a medium bodied. So, and I love the Connecticut shade wrapper. Rants, yes, rants is what I was looking for. Yeah, rants, not tantrum. Yeah, I was going off on a rant. That's right. I had a little brain fart. It's okay. I've got a lot of stuff going on. But you're correct. You're correct, Cliff. Rant. I was off on a rant. No, I was thinking of what is it? It's another T word, not rant, but oh God, I can't. I'm getting old. Yes, you do have a future to look forward to. Lots. Enjoy the journey too, okay? Because it's a great journey. It's a lot of fun. trying all the different tequilas and finding ones that you like, and some will surprise you and some won't. So I didn't mean to offend you by asking how you joined the collective. You skipped my question. Oh, I didn't see you. Sorry. You didn't offend me. I missed it. Where's your question? Let me see. Oh, how do you become a member? Okay, it's easy. Just go to tequilabarrelcollective.com and click on join, and then just put your email address in there and get on the list. And then when I post up the buy, I'll send an email out asking for interest. And when you do that, just email me back, reply to it, and say that you are that you're interested in the buy, and then I'll put you down. And then when we get it set up and it's ready for purchase, we'll send you the link, and you can just purchase it right off the website, off of Ferment and Still. But you didn't offend me at all. I just didn't see the question. I was trying to go through all this stuff, and so you didn't offend me at all, suburbaners. Sorry, I missed your question. You're a cigar aficionado. It's good to see your cigar choices are also good. We generally agree. Oh, good. That's good. I like good cigars, but I tend to go more towards the medium bodied. And I love, like, my whole humidor is filled with Connecticut Shade wrapper cigars. Ramona Jonas. Yes, there it is. Ramona Jonas. That's it. That's the one. And it's a really good cigar. And it paired really well with the Diablito. I just haven't had the time to, or wanted to spend the money yet to splurge the $250+ to order some to have it sent to me. Since we can't get it in the US, you have to order it from Europe, which I think is kind of weird. Tangent. That's it. Tangent. Tangent's the word. That's what I was looking for. Tangent. You're right. Cliff's my word guy. Tirade. It wasn't quite a tirade, but I think it was tangent was what I was looking for. Yeah. All right. So, Chris Morris, master distiller from Brown-Forman, should stick to bourbon. Yeah. Well, he's not the one distilling it. But yeah, Brown-Forman should have just stuck to bourbon. Some of these other guys should have stuck to bourbon. The one that I gotta admire the people with El Tesoro, with Beam Suntory, because they're leaving it alone and they're letting the master do his job. They're not telling him how to do it. They're just saying, make good stuff so we can sell it. And I appreciate that. And I am thankful that Beam Suntory hasn't decided to mess with El Tesoro and do anything with it like that. So I got to give him full props for that. So that's good. Yeah, tangent. Tangent was the word I was trying to think of. Tangent. Yeah. I just had a brain fart. It happens when you get as old as I am. Stuff just, you're like, okay, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. Not that, and, the fact that I've been drinking the Denata Reposado too. It's good stuff. I enjoy this. All right. So what is there a master distiller you hope to meet in the tequila world that's exclusive? Is there a master distiller you hope to meet in the tequila world that exclusive? That exclusive? Well, I have a bunch of master distillers that I'm going to be meeting with when I'm in Mexico in August. I'm going to see 10 distilleries in 11 days. So we got a really busy schedule. We're going to be hanging out with a bunch of the masters, because a lot of the master distillers I've talked to through Messenger and online through WhatsApp and stuff like that, but I haven't met some of them in person yet. So I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, but I've got really good relationships with them through WhatsApp and through Messenger and through Instagram and, all the other messenger applications that are out there where I connect with them to get answers for you guys or to get information for my reviews when I do. And that's one thing too. You'll notice in the reviews that I do, I try to give you guys the story of the brand and where it came from. And I do that because sometimes it can really lead you to understanding what the tequila is really all about when you know the story behind it and the people behind it. like the Kendall Jenner. I even said in my review that you can taste there's no passion in it at all. It's very flat, especially in the Blanco. And I think the story behind it, says a lot, where it's just, okay, it's just a 20-something-year-old girl that wanted to add that to her product range, but it had nothing to do with a passion for agave or the people of Mexico or the spirit or anything like that. And it showed. The lack of passion showed. Hey, Latino Batman says, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. When are you going to start selling Tequila Hombre merch? I do have merch. If you look on the reviews, you'll see my store. And you can buy stuff from the store. But if it's on the reviews, it's listed. If you want to support the channel, it has the link to the merch store. But you can pick up, we do t-shirts. So we have Tequila Hombre t-shirts and stuff that you can buy. So it's there. Just, you have to read the descriptions on the review videos. It's all there. All right. So Cliff says, in my opinion, anytime marketing messes with product, bad things. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And they get, with the big brands, they have the marketing departments and the marketing people that want to use fancy words, ultra premium, stuff like that really doesn't mean anything to people that really drink the spirit. It means stuff to those that are just looking to buy something to impress their friends or whatever. But the people that really drink and enjoy the spirit, we know what ultra premium is, and we know what premium is, and ultra premium. What's the difference between premium and ultra premium? They're both premium. It's just all kinds of mumbo jumbo jargon like that just doesn't make sense. It's nonsensical. You've been to the keto diet lately, and my brain is clicking ever better than it has in 20 years. Side benefit. Oh, there you good. Awesome. I'm not a keto kind of person. What's the high proof Blanco you regularly reach for? I have the Fortaleza, looking to grab another. Have you tried Cascanas yet? I like Cascanas better than the Fortaleza. The Cascanas number 9 Blanco is fantastic. It's very good. High proof Blanco. And I've got 3 bottles of it. So I drank the first one, and I'm working on the second now, and I've got a backup just so if I finish the second one, I have another one. It's fantastic. It's so complex, and it's really nice depth of flavor to it. It's 100 proof, so it's a higher proof than Fortaleza. But that is my favorite Valle agave tequila as far as the Blanco goes. A favorite high proof. It blows Fortaleza out of the water. So if someone says to me, "What if I was to try and buy your most favorite high proof Valle Blanco, what would it be?" It would be Cascanas number 9 Blanco. It is fantastic. It's very complex. Really takes you on a journey from the beginning to the end of the different flavors and stuff that are in it. And it's not because there's additives or anything like that in it. It's from the fermentation and from the agave they pick. They have an agave whisperer that goes out and finds the agave crops for them and stuff, and the way they do things. And they truck the water in, they use too, from a mineral rich area outside of Guadalajara. So it's really good. It's really good. So I highly recommend. It's expensive though. It's getting around $80 for the Blanco, $80 to $90. So it's on the more expensive side, but it's worth it. And the experience you get from it is really nice. It's fantastic. All right, Ubaldo. Hey, so I get most of my tequila info from you, hombre, but where do you get your info from? Can you recommend any books, magazines, websites, etc., to expand my tequila knowledge? Oh, I don't get anything from books. I don't read books and stuff on tequila. I get my information directly from the distilleries and from the master distillers and from people in the industry. And I'm constantly touching base to be, hey, what have you heard lately? Anything new? What's going on? What's exciting? And people share all kinds of information with me because they know I'll help get the word out, when there's things that need to get the word out, and I'll let you guys know so you're informed consumers and know what to buy and what not to buy and stuff like that. So that's the way I get my information. There is good books for mezcal, and I do recommend some books like Holy Smokes for mezcal. That's a very good book to learn about mezcal. But for tequila, I haven't really found any tequila books that get as much information as I get from directly from the distilleries and from the master distillers and the tequileros and stuff, and people in the industry, the brand owners and stuff that I constantly network with and talk to. All right, do you know what happened to T1 tequila? I haven't seen it in stock anywhere for at least a year. Yeah, I don't know if Herman is making it anymore. I know Tears is I think the only thing he's really focusing on. So I haven't seen a lot of T1 at all anymore. When I found a place that had a couple of bottles, I got the extra añejo, the añejo, and the repo. But from what I understand, there's no stock on it. So I don't know if Herman's been cranking out any more batches or not. I think he's just focusing on the T1 now, or the Tears. And I think Tears is his main focus right now. Sounds good, Mark. I'll give give it a try. Let me know what you think. I think it'll blow your mind, Shaman. I think you'll enjoy it. It's really a really good. It's like one of the best kept secrets in tequila blancos out there. Not a lot of people know about it. It's small batch. They don't make a whole lot of it. Not readily available a lot of places. I have it on fermenting still because I wanted to make sure I had it. And I constantly talk to the CEO of Cascanas. We've become friends. And so, matter of fact, he's going to be with me on the trip to Mexico in August. So I get a lot of information from them on what's happening, what's coming out and stuff. And I really, when I first tried their Blanco, I fell in love with it and said, this is my favorite Valle Blanco. I know Casa Noble is on top of your heap tequila, but the single barrel repo immediately hit me with chocolate, baked goods, agave, and it's a deep flavor. Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, Casa Noble is not one that I'm a fan of. It's kind of weird, funky, swampy flavor profile to it that just doesn't sit right with me, but there's a lot of people that enjoy it, and I'm glad you do. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And I'm glad that you're enjoying a tequila you bought. There's nothing's worse than buying a tequila and not enjoying it. And like you said before, you're pouring it down the drain. You don't want to do that. There's nothing on tequila. It has a bad rep here and around the world. We're witnessing history here with Mark. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it does have a bad rep. It has a bad rep as a party drink. And I'm trying to change that, but I'm just doing what I do and helping when I can. People, I don't think of myself as being an expert. I don't think of myself, but people refer to me as an expert. I don't think of myself. I just think of myself as a relayer of information, a messenger. And I'm just getting the message out, and letting people know what I've learned. I'm a connoisseur, a passionate lover of the spirit and everything that it stands for. And I just sharing what I know and what I'm learning. So that's basically it. I don't want to take credit as being an expert. And there's a lot of people out there that want the credit. And for me, it's not about credit. It's not about street cred or credit for I said that, or I did that, for me, it's just more about giving you guys information so you don't make some of the same mistakes I did, earlier, and that you guys know what I know when I get information. I don't want to keep it a secret and say, oh, I know things you guys don't know, and therefore I'm not gonna, you're not as good as me. I'm not into that. I'm not into the ego trip thing. I'm just like, hey, I learned this. I want to tell you guys about it. I think you'll be excited about it too, and I hope it helps you, and here it is, and that's it. So it's not about taking credit or being an expert for me. It's just about helping you guys. I wish I had somebody that did the same thing for me. I didn't. I went through a lot of battles with people, snobbery, and I'm still treated poorly by some people who are supposed to be respected, in the industry, but it's because they feel threatened by me, and I don't know why. I don't threaten people. There's no reason to be. Do you want credit for something? Take credit. Tell them you said it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. For me, it's just a matter of you guys knowing the information and not, keeping it from you So you can be just as informed consumer as I am. Maybe I just got a good barrel bottle. It could expand the differences between single barrel and regular. Yeah, single barrel comes from one barrel, and a regular, they blend. So when you do a single barrel, like when I go tasting and stuff to pick a single barrel for the collective, they'll say this is barrel 18, this is barrel 26, this is barrel 29, and this is barrel 37, and these are all different barrels that were ready at this time for us to bottle. So let's taste through them and see which ones you like the best. And each barrel has its own unique flavor profile depending on what was aged in it before, what kind of wood, what condition the wood is in. There's all different kinds of elements like that the barrel will have that will create the flavor profile for that barrel. So each barrel is different. So that's why for each single barrel, like for the Ray Solid 10-year, we had one barrel that was really robust and more of a dessert. It's very rich with the butterscotch and the chocolate mixed with the agave and stuff, is more of a dessert tequila without the additives. It was naturally that way, naturally sweeter, where the one that's coming in now is more lighter on the sweetness, but more of an aperitif, which is, it's excellent to drink before dinner and won't blow your palate out with sweetness and like a dessert, type of tequila flavor. And these are two different barrels that produce two different, completely opposite flavors as far as, how intense and how light and stuff they are. And one was more floral, or one was more rich and sweet, from the wood and stuff. So depending on the barrel you select, you can get different flavors from it. So when you have a single barrel, you try a single barrel from one particular barrel and you try a single barrel from another particular barrel, they'll taste completely different. So don't think just because you had one single barrel that all of them are going to taste that good, because you may open up another one and go, well, okay, this one's not nearly as good. And that's what happened when I taste them. And when I'm picking barrels, is I can taste one and I go, okay, this one's really good. And this one, no, definitely no for this. And like I found when I was doing the Corazon buys that we did a Blanton's Eagle Rare Corazon. They pulled a whole bunch. I got like taste like 10 or 12 different barrels. And the Weller ones were really bad. They weren't good at all. They had a really weird funkiness to them that I didn't like at all. And somebody else commented later that they tried a bottle from a Weller one that their store did a buy on that wasn't nearly as good as ones that we did. So it's completely different. They're completely different. Each batch is going to taste completely different from the other. So that's what you're going to find. What is more important, oak or agave? Is always more important. Oak is not important at all. Oak is supposed to enhance the agave. If it overrides or overtakes the agave, then they're not aging it properly. Agave is going to be the hero. Agave is supposed to be the lifeblood and the soul of any tequila. And if you're not tasting agave in it, then it's just over oaked, tequila at that point. I love the agave to be present and forward and there. If it's not on anything aged, I won't have anything to do with it. So agave is your hero. Hey, Mark Q, are you going to add Antanasio from the same distillers Cascanas to buy in your store? I am working on it. I am working out a deal right now. It's only available in Texas, but I'm working out an arrangement to have them bring it here to California so we can stock it, and then we can be a nationwide store for them. But I'm working on it. So yeah, hopefully I can make it happen. We're talking. But yeah, since I asked Cascanas, I said, hey, can you talk to them and say that I want to be there? I want to sell their tequila in ferment and still, and I want to get some bottles to review, and they're going to send me bottles to review, but we're working on getting it for ferment and still. And I am, it's probably going to happen because I'm going to be there at the distillery in August, and they're excited that I'm coming in. So it's going to be great. What makes Pasote Blanco so special and other Blancos don't have the same reputation? What makes it so special? Well, what makes it so special is what the master distiller does with the water. He doesn't just like take well water and just make the tequila that way. He plays with water. So with that, it's natural spring water and rainwater. He has a rain capture system that's built into the roof of his distillery. And so when it rains there, it actually, instead of falling off the roof onto the ground, he has these gutter systems set up that dumps it into a 22,000 gallon tank that's built into the ground. And he stores the rainwater there, and he will mix rainwater with natural spring water to create the flavor profile. And with Pasote, it's 60% natural spring water, 40% rainwater. With G4, it's 50% rainwater, 50% spring water. And so when you use more spring water, it's got more mineral, more of a bite to it, and it's got people the crisper taste. I actually prefer G4 over Pasote. I like the 50-50 blend better. But if you really want to blow your mind, grab the Terralta, because they use deep well water for that. And that's super minerally, and it's got this really neat bite to it and really interesting depth of flavor from it. I like the 110 Blanco from a Terralta. And Felipe tells me he thinks the Reposado is the most complex Reposado he's ever tasted in his life. I think it's good. I don't think it's the most complex Reposado I've ever tasted, but you know, he's the master tequilero. So, you know, but that's why they play with water. So it's got the reputation because it's good, and because Three Badge Mixology is a kind of a bigger company, and they have a farther reach on their marketing and stuff. And so they get the word out, and they have good connections because they do other spirits as well. So they got it into a lot of places where it can be purchased. Please mention your nosing video again for people who didn't see it. I found the video to be very important. Yeah, okay. Well, you can mention. You just mentioned it. You can look for the nosing video on the channel. It's there for people that want to know about tasting and nosing tequila. You sold me on Coscanas XA. Now I have to try that. Yeah, you have to try the Blanco. It's good. It is good. And it's, Todd, I'm really enjoying seeing that you really love that extra Neo, because it is a special treat. And I actually, when I tasted that, I actually did a side-by-side with Tapatio Excelencia, which Tapatio before was my number one American Oak Aged XA. And I liked the Coscanas better. Yeah, okay, it's $499. It's not cheap. But this is a one-time batch. It's never going to happen again. The regular XA is going to be coming out probably in the next 3 or 4 months is my guess. And it's a blend. They blended barrels. And I will be doing a review. I have a bottle of it already, but they told me not to taste it and review it and stuff until they're ready. So I'm waiting for them to say, okay, Mark, you can go on the review of the regular XA. The blended XA once they tell me I can do it, but they are coming out with the regular XA. But this is special stuff. Only 180 bottles. I think we sold 160 of them, so I think we got like 20 bottles left. So once these 20 bottles are gone, it's gone. There's no more. Ever, no more. So because this is a single barrel. Well, good, Cliff. I'm glad you're enjoying the information. I try to keep you guys informed and give you good information on every Q&A that we do. And I'm working on doing another happy hour. So I'm trying to get another happy hour together with I have a really good guest I want to bring on and introduce to you guys. Jorge Graziano, you have to visit Guadalajara to appreciate the rain out here. Oh yeah, there you go. Something special. It smells and tastes amazing. Rain is very much respected out here by the people. There you go. And Felipe captures it and keeps it in a tank under his distillery and uses that when he makes his tequila, both the G4 and the Pasote. And then the Volans, he does 1/3 deep well water, 1/3 natural spring water, and 1/3 rainwater. Terralta is straight 100% deep well water. There is no other water in that but deep well water. And that deep well water is has such a strong minerality to it that it really has an interesting mineral bite to it. And if you ever have a sore throat and you need something for your sore throat, take a shot of the Toralta Extra, the 110 Blanco, and dude, your sore throat will be gone and you'll be feeling a lot better in no time. That's what I use. It's got a really nice bite to it, but the flavor on it's really good as well. Yep. Felipe knows he's the mad scientist of tequila, Felipe Camarena. And I am pleased to call him a very good friend of mine too. Felipe and I are buddies. I can't wait to see him when I go up in August. And like he said, during the happy hour, he's going to let me taste some of the stuff he's experimenting with, which I'm always excited to taste his experiments because he likes to do some really great stuff, interesting stuff. So Felipe is the man. I'm a big fan of Felipe, if you can't tell. All right. Oh. This Denata stuff is really good, you guys. Seriously. Really nice flavor profile on the repo. Agave's there in spades. I reviewed it. Check out the review if you haven't seen the review yet. It's I'm really enjoying it. I'm probably enjoying it a little too much because I think I'm on my third glass now while we're here talking. Oh. All right. Anything else? Is that it? Are we good? All right, you guys. Well, thank you for those of you that did the super chats. I appreciate your support. And for those of you with all the great questions and comments, I always appreciate your great questions and comments. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel, watching the videos. I've got some great reviews I'm going to be cranking out for you guys this week. So make sure, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell next to it for notifications. And you'll get notices as soon as I post them. I'm going to do some really good stuff. And I may have a great announcement for you on the new buy for the Tequila Barrel Collective. I can't wait to tell you guys about it, but I want to get the review done first and let you know what I honestly think about it. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila, so buy the good stuff. Salud. And if you don't know what to buy, message me. I'm always here to help. All right, you guys.